the charts will appear here and many other things, such as the order book, the order placement, and some other stuff. So let's go everything little by little, right? Futures, you can see here some other coins that you can trade with the Perpetual one that we're going to use. Also, we can use USDC as a collateral, but we will use USDT in this case. There's also something called USDT deliver, which is basically options, right, for a determined date. We can also use coins for perpetual ones instead of USDT or USDC, but we will not use them. We will just use the USDT perpetual option here. Then we also have options, trading bots, but we also have markets data. And for example, the funding rates for the particular asset we are going to be trading. There is something really important you have to take into account. And then there are other things. Right here in the top band, we have the coins that we have marked as favorite here. Also, we have the current asset that we can trade. We can change it here. For example, Aptos with USDT, and we have coin and the normal one, right? But we will change it to VET because that's the asset we want to trade. So that's what we have right here. And then we also have the price of the commodity right here, the mark, the index, the funding, which in this case is something good because that'll tell us if we will receive or we will pay these fees. That's something you want to take a look. Open interest. There's a lot of important information here that you can take a look and that I suggest you to do. So we have here the chart, the original one that comes like this, but I suggest you use the TradingView one because it's got some drawing tools instead. You might also want to take a look at the depth, which in this case is the orders that are placed. So you can base your entry on this, but we will leave it at TradingView. Also, we have the order book here to see what are the quotes, the bid and the ask quotes. You want to take a look at those as well because if there's a really big one here, then the price might drop, right? Now we have this band to the right that says cross, 10x, etc. Let's take a look. Here we can choose the margin mode, isolated or cross, which in this case I will use isolated for this time. Oh yeah, we cannot use multi-assets mode. I will show you right now what does it mean. In multi-assets mode, we can use a lot of different coins as collateral, while in single asset mode, we can just use USDT. If you take a look here at my account of the USDT features, as you can see here in my account, I have some USDT and some BNB. So that's the case that we're going to be using. We could use BNB as a collateral as well, but we will not use it. And well, we come here and it says that only multi-assets mode can be used with cross, so we will change to single asset mode. And you might have to want to risk this, that we will only be using USDT as a collateral. And now it says single assets mode here. We want to change this to isolated for this case. We want to change the leverage to 8. And let's confirm this. And it changes here, right? Also from here we can change the asset to single asset mode or multi-asset mode. If we click here, we're going to see the full screen here. And as you guys can see, we have the chart. Let's say that we want to enter this trade. So the stop loss would be at around 0.089. In this case, it is 0.19. But we want to subtract the ATR here, which in this case, it is 0.31 in this case. So we first want to calculate our stop loss so that we can have a better position sizing, an easier one, right? We will not lose as much as we would. We have calculated also our entry price, which is 0.028. Now we can come to a website, which in this case, it's not available just yet for you guys, but if you guys are interested, leave in the comments below if you would like to enter to this place. But it is relatively easy, right? We can choose short or long. In this case, we want to long it out. If it's isolated or cross, I want isolated. Let's suppose my capital is 1,000 and I want to risk $10, right? My entry price, let's say that it is 28.1, which it is fluctuating, but let's say 28.1. Our stop loss was calculated here. We can copy it from here and bring it here, okay? So we want to use a leverage of 8 as you guys can see here. And the risk, we want to risk the $10, which in this case it is 1% of the $10,000, and we put calculate. And as you guys can see, the position size would be, the entire one would be $30. Our margin would be around 2.87, and our liquidation price would be basically minus 0.33, which in this case means that we will not ever get liquidated. We will just lose all of our money, right? And this place, or this website, also lets us take a look at investment perspectives, and it gives us some commentaries of our position, which in this case looks nice. So we will enter with this 2.87. Let's close this. And as you guys can see, we have stop limit, stop market, trailing stop, limit, and market. We can enter with any of those. If you guys want me to make a video about the order types, just let me know in the comments below. But in this case, we want to use market. In this case, our size would be, as you guys can see here, 22.94. Let's bring it up here. It'll cost us around $2.89. And let's say we want to buy it. Let's buy the long. We want to skip this. If you want to read, go ahead, but we will not. As you guys can see, this is our position, and it says the asset that we have, the type of futures contract within, which in this case it is perpetual, the size, the entry price, the break-even price, the market price, the liquidation price, the margin ratio, which in this case it is 4.77, which in this case it is a percentage of money we're using as opposed to our position size, right? We have our margin. We also have the P&L, or how much we're losing or winning right now. Oh dang, we're losing a lot of money. We have also these buttons to close all the positions. We also can close the position here, which in this case it is a position size, and in this case it is the price or the limit, right? We can use this too, so that we can take away all of this. For example, if we want to take half of the position, we could come here and say 50%, and we would click here on market. We could also open the reverse position, which in this case would mean to short it. We can also set a take profit or stop loss for the entire position. And we can also do that for partial ones. For stop loss and for take profit, let's say for example 0.070 will be the one that we want. And for this price we can get out at 51%, at whatever percent you want, or for example 100 VET. But that's up to you. Let's say 50%. And let's see the stop loss as well. Let's say 0.0247. And let's say that we want to get out of our position here. And let's confirm. It should create a stop loss and take profit for both of them. And we can add more if we want. Let's say that for 0.07 we want to get out at 50%, and we confirm. And we can keep adding here, right? Let's say that at 0.05 we want to exit the rest of the 50%, and we place confirm. So as you guys can see, there are a lot of ones, and we can take a look here. These are all of the take profit and stop losses, and that's how you can do it, right? Now here to the right you can see a lot of important stuff. For example, the maintenance margin. So you have to keep a minimum of this in your account so that you will not be liquidated. In my case, you saw that I have $10, so we're good. We're good right there. And we also have here the collateral we want to use, which in this case it is USDT, and we have 10.19. So what if we want to short it from here, right? What if we want to short VET, but we have an open position for a long? We can do it as well. Let's say that we want to short 20 VET, 20 USD, sorry. And we can do it by coming here and position mode, which in this case it is one-way mode or hedge mode. If we want to keep both of the positions open at the same time, we will use hedge mode. But if we want to close some part of the position that we have, then we would choose one-way mode, which in this case it is hedge mode, since I want to open those two. As you guys can see, it says that we cannot change it to hedge mode since we have an open position. Then we can close this position before changing it, right? Let's say that we want to close this, all of this, right? Let's say 100% in the market, and we just lost a lot of money, right? But now, let's say that we want to open both of them. Now we enter to position mode, hedge mode, and it will let us do it. We want to open the same position that we had before, and let's open the long. This is a position that we had previously. And now what we want to do is perhaps open a short, right? Let's say we want to open 10 position sizes, and let's open the short. And as you guys can see, we have both of them open at the same time.